We are back on the Morning Brew with friends. We got friends from New Day this morning. You guys have a big weekend coming up, right, Shauna?
Yes, huge.
So, is it Friday night is the big concert?
Friday night is our Widespread Panic concert at Sandia Amphitheater.
And everybody that I've talked to that knows anything about jam bands just cannot wait to go see this show.
It's true.
Huge,
yeah,
right?
I keep hearing about it, so it's making me really happy because all proceeds benefit New Day. So
that's excellent.
Yeah.
And then there's also the Day of Giving, which is Saturday?
Yes. So Project New Day, a Day of Giving, it's a brand new concept that we've just launched. We have about 30 businesses that are going to be donating either a flat dollar amount or a percentage of their day's sales to New Day. So it's super easy. We just need people to go and shop at those businesses on Saturday.
Oh my gosh, I have to go out and shop?
That's it, right? How hard is that? That's all that you have to do to support New Day.
I think one of the cool places, we do have a list of all the places you can shop at. I think one of the big ones is going to be, of course, Wise Pies, right? And Cece and Elliot is here to talk a little bit about how did you guys get involved with New Day, and what do you guys, how you fit into the whole box here?
Well, one of the things that at Wise Pies, everything we do is centered around family, and we believe that our community is part of our family. So community support is family support, and so New Day fits perfectly in with our charitable initiative of providing food, clothing, and shelter to the youth in our community, because they're our future.
Right. And New Day helps. How many kids? I know we've had folks on from New Day before, and they've told us how many kids, because it is the largest shelter in the state for homeless children.
Yes. So the issue is that there's about 8,000 homeless kids in Albuquerque public school system alone.
Wow.
And so we work with those kids to do everything to provide shelter, housing, food. We also provide support, and then we provide life skills. And so that's why it's really great to be partnering with businesses, because our goal is to get our kids ready to go into the workforce, and it's great to have business partners who know what our mission is.
Right. And in business partners, you can help out in more than just financial ways, too, right?
Right.
So how did you get involved in this?
So I started off being a volunteer at New Day, so just doing back-end social media work. And then once
You mean like the Twitter feed? And
exactly. It was actually for the 4th annual and 3rd annual benefit concert. And so I was doing social media work, but then once you do something like that, you learn so much about the agency. And I realized through New Day that I even had friends in high school who were homeless that I wouldn't even have really clicked, like, they don't have a place to go every day. So it hit close to home for me, and I figured it'd be a great fit.
Yeah. And in your case, how did you transition from basically being the social media person into the full-blown volunteer that you are now?
Yeah, well, I've actually transitioned from volunteer into a paid role. So now I'm the development coordinator, and it was available, and I said I have to apply.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Well, John Nichols was on last week, and he talked a little bit about some of this stuff. And in his mind, I guess he came to it in a different way himself. And he was talking about how he had no idea also that so many kids were out there. I mean, how do you basically tell the world that there are homeless children out there? I mean, it seems like it's a kind of an underground problem in some ways. Like no one talks about it. Like it's not the kind of, you don't walk down the street and see like the homeless 12-year-old holding the sign saying, we'll work for food. Like how do you...
So what happens is they're an invisible population, because the kids that we're talking about are usually in school during the day. And so we work to spread awareness. And that's why this event is so great, because every time that you walk into one of those 30 businesses, you're going to be reminded that New Day exists, and we exist to help a problem.
Right.
So it is an invisible issue, but we don't want it to be, because if it's invisible, nobody can do anything about it.
Right, right. And so with Wise Pies, what is new with you guys? I know that Wise Pies, of course, is the naming sponsor now of the pit. It's the Wise Pies Arena.
Right.
And what is new with you guys? I mean, it seems like the expansion, I know, is underway, but...
Right now, we're expanding into other markets. We'll have stores in Tempe, Arizona, and in other parts of New Mexico by September. We're going to have 5 more stores by the end of the summer, so our expansion is actually ramping up quite a bit.
That's very cool. Have you I'm sure you've been to a Wise Pies.
Yes.
It's fun. Like,
it is fun.
And for those people that haven't been there, because it's an interesting experience to go in and get the pizza made.
Right.
Like just the people, for those that have not been, how does that work?
Basically what you do is we have a number of different crusts that you can choose, whether it's thin crust, traditional, wheat, or gluten-free. And then you go through and you pick your sauces, you pick your meats, you pick your vegetables, you load it up however you like. You get your cheese on there, and then we run it through our oven, and it takes 3 minutes.
And it's like a patented oven process too, right?
The oven is, yes, it's a custom oven. So it's pretty incredible. You get your pizza, it's hot, it's fresh, it's incredible. And then we have salads that you can do the exact same thing with.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
And you can't forget the warm cookie.
Oh, the warm
Delicious.
cookie is incredible
Right?
too.
Yeah, I did forget about the warm cookie, but now that you mentioned it, I'm thinking with a cup of coffee,
be
that'd be
amazing.
ideal, right? So, beyond just shopping on Saturday, what else can we do to help New Day?
Sure. So you can always make a financial contribution to us. That's
Right.
well appreciated.
Right.
We accept donations, and a lot of people ask, okay, well, what is it that you need? Do you need clothes? Do you need blankets? What we always need are toiletries.
Oh.
We need shampoo, conditioner.
All the consumables.
Exactly,
Yes,
exactly.
the stuff that
Because
people use up.
Yeah, we work with hundreds and hundreds of kids every year in our safe home. So having those basic necessities are really key for us.
And does that mean shampoos and just
Shampoos,
all of
yes,
that stuff?
yes,
I can imagine.
And then, of course, attending our benefit concert.
Right.
I mean, that's a huge way to support New Day.
Right. And is this the big one for you guys every year?
Yep, this is the big summer one.
There's the poster for it on July 10th. San Diego is such a great room for this kind of stuff too, right?
Perfect.
I love it. And Widespread Panic is one of those bands that. How did you guys land them? I mean, that's like one of the big gets, you know?
You know, that all lies in the magic of John Nichols and his ability to just bring great people to this town, and then for them to benefit an amazing cause. So he's the one that have all the information on that. But I think it's just his magic.
Right. He's got a way with people. I think. Yes. But the band is just one of those. They had a couple big hits 20 years ago, but they've been able to just keep going for the next 20 years. Just been able to just keep this machine rolling, and it's just so much fun to see jam bands that are able to keep doing that, right?
And they have such a huge cult following. Like as soon as people started hearing about it, I mean, groups were getting excited. They're like, I'm telling my friends from Taos, I'm
Right.
telling people from Santa Fe, we're going to spend the night, and I'm like, perfect.
That's exactly what you want, you know, and then that brings the awareness of New Day all across the state
Exactly.
too, right? So, you know, I know that you guys are generally in Albuquerque, but I'm sure this isn't an Albuquerque only problem or
Yeah.
situation. So how do we help those people outside of the city too?
Well, New Day primarily helps youth that are in Albuquerque, but I think that our span is a little bit bigger because these kids are coming from different places.
Right.
So we're working with youth that have come from Santa Fe to Albuquerque, some that have come out of the state to Albuquerque. So although our reach is within this area, we're impacting youth that are coming from all over, not just the state, but sometimes out of state too.
I love it. I love it. So we got Friday night the concert and Saturday the day of giving.
Right.
And we have a list here, I think, of all, is it 30 businesses?
Yes, so the list is pretty extensive. We're excited. One thing that's going to happen is Rebel Donuts, they're going to make a donut for us.
Ooh.
So there will be a New Day donut. 50
love
cents
that.
of each of those donuts will benefit us. So get donuts on Saturday.
I love that. I will always buy donuts.
Yes.
Yes. We'll be back in a couple of seconds on Morning Brew, and we'll talk a little bit more about some of this stuff on the Morning Brew with Friends.
On Saturday, July 11th, help end youth homelessness in Albuquerque through Project New Day, a day of giving. The concept is simple. On July 11th, shop with Project New Day partners as they donate a portion of the day sales to New Day Youth and Family Services. We've partnered with Whole Foods at Indian School Plaza on Carlisle, Sandia BMW, Wise Pies Pizza and Salad, along with Mechanical Representatives Inc., New Mexico Bank and Trust, and the Nob Hill Corridor. See the full list of participating businesses at ndnm.org. Together, we can help end youth homelessness.